Every morning when you wake up, the first thing you need to remind yourself is this: I am grateful for another day. It sounds simple, almost too simple, but if you really think about it, gratitude is one of the most powerful forces that can shape your mind, your attitude, and ultimately your life. Because see, the alternative is to wake up bitter, burdened by regrets, by the weight of the past, or the fear of the future. And if that's the way you start your day, then you've already lost before you even get out of bed. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's not about ignoring pain, dismissing struggles, or convincing yourself that life is always fair. It's about recognizing that despite everything, despite the hardships, the disappointments, the things that didn't go as planned, you are still here. You still have breath in your lungs. You still have a chance to do something meaningful, a chance to correct what you can, to build what's worth building, to love, to learn, to grow. And that is not something to take lightly. The reality is life is fragile. And the older you get, the more you understand just how quickly things change, how people come and go, how health can decline, how time keeps moving whether you're ready or not. You begin to realize that no one is entitled to another morning. Yet, here you are, waking up to another sunrise, another opportunity, another moment to exist in this world. And when you frame your day with that understanding, something shifts inside you. Instead of waking up bitter, you wake up with a sense of appreciation, even reverence for the time you've been given. Because what's the alternative? Waking up and focusing on everything that's wrong, on the aches and pains of old age, on the regrets that haunt you, on the opportunities you think you missed. That kind of thinking poisons your spirit. It robs you of the very life you still have left to live. And let's be honest, there are people who would give anything for just one more day. People who never got the chance to grow old. People who left this world too soon without ever getting to reflect, to appreciate, to make peace with their journey. You have that chance. And it doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you've lost. Because gratitude doesn't depend on circumstances, it depends on perspective. And perspective is a choice. You can choose to see the struggles, the limitations, the disappointments, or you can choose to see the fact that you are still standing, that you have learned, that you have survived every difficult moment that life has thrown your way. You have the wisdom of years behind you, the experience of a life fully lived, and the ability to make the most of whatever time remains. That is a privilege, that is a gift, and it should never be wasted. So when you wake up, before you even let your mind wander to anything else, say it to yourself: I am grateful for another day. And don't just say it, feel it. Let it sink in. Let it shape the way you approach everything that follows. Because a grateful mind is a clear mind. It is a strong mind. It does not cling to resentment or self-pity. It does not waste time dwelling on what could have been. It focuses on what is still possible. And when you start your day with that kind of mindset, you become someone who is not just existing, but truly living. And isn't that the point? To truly live until the very last moment, to not waste the time you have left consumed by negativity or regret, but to embrace it with an open heart, with appreciation, with the understanding that every single morning is another chance to be here, to make something meaningful out of whatever time remains. There comes a time in life when you have to decide, are you going to be a prisoner of your past, or are you going to move forward despite it? Because the truth is, no matter who you are, no matter where you've been, you carry a history. You carry mistakes. You carry moments you wish you could rewrite, things you wish you had done differently, opportunities you let slip away, words you shouldn't have said, and moments of weakness you wish you could erase. And if you let it, that weight will bury you. But here's what you need to understand. Your past does not define you. It may have shaped you, it may have tested you, it may have knocked you down so many times that you started believing you would never rise again. But it does not define who you are today, and it certainly does not dictate who you can still become. Because identity, real identity, is not found in what you were, it's found in what you choose to be now. And that is a decision you have to make every single But most people don't realize that. They become trapped, shackled to their own history, living as if they are nothing more than a collection of their past failures. And that is a tragic way to exist, because if you believe that your past defines you, then you've already given up. You've already told yourself there is no reason to try, no reason to grow, no reason to hope. And that belief is a lie. It's a lie designed to keep you small, to keep you afraid, to keep you from becoming anything more than a shadow of who you could be. You need to understand something. Mistakes do not make you worthless. Regrets do not make you weak. If anything, they are proof that you have lived, proof that you have struggled, that you have learned, that you have fought your way through life just like everyone else. And yes, some mistakes cut deep. Some moments leave scars that never fully fade. But scars are not signs of failure. They are proof that healing is possible. They are proof that you have survived things that should have broken you. And if you've survived your past, then you are capable of surviving whatever comes next. But the choice is yours. You can spend your days reliving what cannot be changed, going over every wrong turn, every bad decision, every painful memory, until you've convinced yourself that nothing good can come from your life anymore. Or you can make the decision right here, right now, to stop being a victim of your own story, to take responsibility, not for what has already happened, but for what happens next. Because that's what really matters. Not where you've been, but where you are going. Not what you've lost, but what you still have left. Not what you regret, but what you do with the time you have left. And if you spend the rest of your life mourning a past that cannot be changed, you will miss the future that still belongs to you. So you must decide, are you going to keep carrying your past like a burden, or are you going to use it as fuel? Are you going to let it hold you back, or are you going to let it push you forward? Because the past has already taken enough from you. Do not let it take your present. Do not let it take your future. Every single morning, remind yourself, my past does not define me. Say it, believe it, and then live like it's true, because it is true. And once you truly understand that, there is nothing stopping you from becoming exactly who you were meant to be.